this all was like sensory overload. We just got the ultra bonus announcement and Jirachi gonna be coming into Pokemon Go very, very soon. So like I said, we did get that ultra bonus unlock. All that was announced. Let me go through all of that. We're gonna put on screen right here. It's gonna be all on this side. Timestamps in case you want to skip ahead to anything, but this is kind of the agenda of the video, sort of 4 parts. Week 1, Week 2, Week 3, and Jirachi. Things you need to know and how you can optimize that. Let's jump into this. So Week 1 is September 2nd, then Week 2 is gonna be September 9th, and then Week 3 is September 16th. These are all starting on the Mondays at 1 o'clock PST, so convert that into your time zone, of course. But each of those Mondays in September. Week 1, it says Pokemon that never have been seen before in eggs will be hatching, so I don't believe that they mean that they're gonna add new Pokemon into the game or anything at that point. It's just Pokemon that already exist in the game but have not been in the eggs yet are gonna be in the eggs. But they do mention if you're extraordinarily lucky, they specifically use the word extraordinarily lucky, you might hatch unknown forms from 10k eggs. So it's gonna be the unknowns of U, L, T, R, and A. What does that spell? Alert. Ultra. For me, the best thing is going to be Shiny Sentret and Shiny Gligar are going to be added into the game at this point, and I will show on screen here with their evolutionary forms just all of the shinies of all of those. Should be good. So Week 2, ladies and gentlemen, regional Pokemon coming back. That's going to be Farfetch'd, Kangaskhan, Mr. Mime, Tauros. Kind of like last time, they're going to be in the 7k eggs, so make sure, of course, befriending people up, and do realize that, of course, it's after the event starts you need to get the gift, or the egg, I should say, out of the gift. And so what I mean by that is just don't be like trying to get the eggs before it starts. You want to wait until Week 2, September 9th to actually go through and get those eggs. But here's the best thing is you may actually hatch a shiny of any of those forms. Tauros is like my 2nd or 3rd favorite Pokemon of all time. It's definitely in my top 5 somewhere, so that is going to be extremely awesome, but shinies of all of those. And so that's apparently until the end of Week 3, which we're getting to in a second. Also during Week 2, though, all of the Deoxys forms are coming back, and so this will be outside of X-Raids if you never had a chance to get one of those. If you should want more, I mean, maybe they have some PvP relevance in some regards. It's very niche or whatever. Deoxys, not super wonderful to have, just in general for a lot of things. But hey, cool Pokemon. Fill the decks up. And apparently the regular raids will also have Pokemon that are good at taking on Deoxys' form, so you'll get the counters there if you don't have them already. Week 3, this is gonna be the hype thing, I think, is that Gen 5 is coming. That would be the Unova region, so Pokemon originally discovered there. But aside from that, you know, we'll get to that in a second, but MEWTWO with Psystrike, that's one thing, you know, that'll be available to challenge in 5-star raids, of course. Psystrike is a move that it'll have more DPS than Psychic does, but not more than Shadow Ball, so still kind of Shadow Ball MEWTWO is where that MEWTWO I think is most optimized, I would say, but Psystrike, gonna be good if you want that fully Psychic MEWTWO. You know, give it a Psychic fast attack, but also Psystrike will be a charge move. It's 2 bars, whereas Psychic is only 1 bar, the long bar. And so, again, the higher DPS on Psystrike, though. But here's the thing, like, this is the greatest thing that we've been waiting for forever. Shiny MEWTWO. That's right, you can get that MEWTWO with a little bit of green. You can get it to shine in these raids. So, you know, people are gonna be doing that. You won't have any problems finding a raid party. Hopefully not rural players. I'm sorry. Do you need a good team to take on MEWTWO? Well, of course, they're gonna have some in the raids or whatever they claim, but there's gonna be a link right here to my video. When they had Armored MEWTWO coming out, I discussed a lot of the MEWTWO counters in that video. It's pretty simple. I mean, you need Bite Crunch Tyrannitars. Shadow Ball MEWTWO can even go up against it, Giratina Origin Form, and I went through some others if you don't have those. So definitely take a look at that video if you want to. Link in the description with the timestamps and all of that. So here, Gen 5 Pokemon. The first one we'll talk about is the Gear Pokemon, they call it, Clink. I remember when I first saw this, I was like, is that a Pokemon? But yes, Clink is going to be appearing in raids. You may even get a shiny Clink. I'm going to imagine this kind of like Bronzor. God, I did not get one until I went to GoFest. I did not get a shiny Bronzor, and I did tons of raids. You may also find, though, shiny Patrat, and this Pokemon is so cute, shiny Lillipup. Ladies and gentlemen, I can put them on screen in any evolutions and whatnot for you to check out those shinies. So week 3, gonna be amazing. But as of right now, you can actually go right this second second. Get into your game, and of course, Jirachi quests are live right now. So if you were like me, of course, at GoFest, you got Jirachi there, and so this will actually just give you extra candy. You can still do the quests, of course, but for all others, good luck. Hopefully you can get as close to that 100% or that 100% as possible, but here's some things that you should know about the Jirachi quests. I know about at least the first two, and that's kind of good. We can keep this, like, concise and to the point. The first Jirachi quest is gonna ask you to add 3 friends. I got a Discord server right here. Another link for the description, I guess. Top comment and all that. Please, pay attention to that stuff. I feel like people always say, look at the links in the description, and then people don't do it. There's some useful stuff there. But yes, this Discord server has a friend code swap channel, so you can go into that little channel in the Discord server, look up, and see all of the past discussions where people have left their friend code. And I've left, of course, my dad's friend code because my profile is full of friends. I'm sorry. I live streamed this game, you guys, so people add me like crazy. But it's going to also ask you to spin Pokestops and catch Pokemon. So, of course, if you are not aware of it, you can do, of course, the quick catch method. You know, this first Jirachi stage or first quest should be pretty easy for you to get done. If you're not familiar with that fast catch, pretty simple. Just when you're in the game, we can show it on screen right here. You kind of need 2 hands, but you can either click and hold with one hand the berry or the Pokeball icon there in the bottom right for Pokeball, bottom left for berries, and then throw the ball while you're kind of moving that icon to the side. So if you're like, let's say you're doing it with the berry icon in the bottom left, just kind of like grab your left thumb, let's say if you're right-handed, grab your left thumb, move it over to the right a little bit, throw that ball while you're doing that. Helps if you have a bigger screen. I have an iPhone SE. Doesn't make it the easiest thing. You can curveball it if you want the extra experience, of course, for curveballs, but this is going to catch it automatically. You'll run away after the hit lands, basically, on the Pokemon after that's all done, and it'll quick capture. You can use this also in your community days and all that. As far as the Pokestops go, that's pretty easy. You know, you're just going to drive probably or bike to the parks and areas where there's a ton of stops and just get it in no time. Get her done. So I did just want to let you know that 3 friends is going to give you an encounter with a Feebas. Don't kill off that Feebas. It might be tempting, unless you get 100 or a shiny. But you're going to need that for the next one, because the stage 2 is going to ask you to evolve a Feebas. You're also going to need to catch some Whismers, which will show that on screen for stage 2. The last thing is you're going to need a gold medal for the Hoenn region. Most of you have that by now, I would assume, so we're good there. Aside from that, there of course will be other stages and whatnot, but just wanted to be concise, to the point. Good luck with everything, ladies and gentlemen. And if you do join my Discord, there's alerts for when I go live and all that goodness. Show off your Pokemon there too. I'll catch you guys on the next vid, and thanks for viewing.